Today I want to go over leg drive during the bench press, specifically consistent leg drive during the entirety of the lift. Something that we commonly see lifters do is heave off of their chest. We all know how to leg drive when the barbell gets off of our chest. The trick is to leg drive like that throughout the lift so that the energy is transferred into the barbell the entire time. Another reason that we like to leg drive throughout the entire lift is that it creates stability on our chest so the barbell can't sink whenever we are pausing it. There are three things that I think help contribute to a better leg drive. First is standing through the floor. You wanna think about doing a back bend and keeping your feet pressed into the floor. So that's gonna look like this. I'm not just flopping my body down and then when I pull out to bench, I'm gonna be really loose here. Instead, what I'm doing is standing through the floor to create my arch. So I'm pushing with my legs into my arch. I'm raising my hips off of the bench while I unrack. And then I'm slowly lowering my hips into the bench instead of just going like this. I want to keep my legs turned on the entire time. The second thing is to always be pressing with our legs into the back of our neck. A lot of people like to think about getting high on their traps. My favorite way is to think about the back of my neck being super flat onto the bench while the entire time pressing my legs into the back of my neck. So note that when we leg drive, it should be always pressing backwards, not just straight up. If you press straight up, you really miss the energy into the bar as well as your hips pop off of the bench. The third thing is to think about keeping our ribs as high as possible, especially when we're pressing upwards. The trick is to get our body into such a tight position that when we are pressing our barbell upward, you can barely tell that there's any movement because instead of just off of our chest leg driving, we're leg driving the entire lift. Leg drive is gonna look different, lifter to lifter, but those three things will be consistent regardless of who you're watching. You're going to find variation in where your legs are placed. Maybe some people have them a little closer, maybe some people have them a little further away from one another or back further or forward. Your job is to find your best foot placement that you can do those three things to maintain leg drive during.